A big thank you to the Tenora student section. How about that, Chuck?
Hey, another great introduction. Those guys are into it.
Chuck, we are here week 10 of the Tim and Chuck High School Football Show presented by Baton Stevens Body Shop. We are here on location at Frickers of Defiance. I am Tim McDonough, joined by my esteemed colleague, Chuck Martinez-Brandon. And Chuck, there is a lot going on this week. Week 10 already.
Week 10. The season just flown by, you know. Now it's down and dirty time now. It's getting to the nitty-gritty, Tim.
Well, I think with week 10 on the horizon, we should probably dive into some playoff talk, Chuck.
Playoffs?
Yes, playoffs. We've got a lot of teams in the area that have a chance. They have not been mathematically eliminated. Let's start maybe Division 3, Napoleon. Region 8, they're 5-4. They play 6-3 BG. They're currently 13th. So
I mean,
they need some help.
You look at that region, though, Tim. There's like 10 teams that either control their own destiny or have not been eliminated yet, and that's a lot of teams that are still vying for playoff spots. So there's going to be a lot of teams getting after it in D3 and then needing some help, like you said.
Yeah, it should be interesting for the Cats for sure. Yeah. Let's jump to Division 4. Wauseon 9-0. Clinched a playoff spot. Currently 4th in the region. They would love to get a home game, obviously. Bryan is sitting 6-3 there, Chuck. 11th, and they're going to need some help.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need some help. Wauseon, playing at home is big, and week 11 playing at home is huge. So they're really going to be bearing down and trying to get a win to solidify that top 4 spot.
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump ahead, Chuck, to Division 6, Region 20. I'm sorry, let's go to Division 5.
Okay.
All right, let's start there. Region 16, Delta 8-1. They're 8th in that region. If you look at the records in that region, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. And playing in the NWOL has always been a bonus for all these playoff teams over the years. This year the league's been down a little bit. Archbold's been struggling. Patrick Henry's a subpar season, for Patrick Henry. Liberty Center not getting a lot of those teams like Delta points. So, it's really been scratching and clawing trying to get into the playoffs.
Well, they play Swanton, who's sitting down there at 13th. They're not mathematically eliminated, but even if they beat Delta, it's going to be tough. And then you got OG from the WBL 10th. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. So now let's skip ahead.
All right.
We'll come back to Division 6. Let's jump ahead to Division 7, Region 24. We've got all sorts of possibilities here. You got teams with 500 records. Columbus Grove is 5-4, and they clinched a playoff spot. They're sitting at 4th in the region. You got Lipstick down there at 8th. Edgerton is 9th at 4-5. Hicksville 4-5, 11th, and Eden 3-6, 16th. They haven't been mathematically eliminated. It's going to be crazy in that region the final week.
Yeah, that's good. A lot of a couple GMC teams looking at possibly getting in, and they're looking at teams like Delphia St. John, who is a perennial power. But they need to watch that game. They're playing Marion local. Yeah. So the Blue Jays have their work cut out for them, and that might help one of our local squads get into those that 8th, 7th spot.
Yeah. What a crazy region, like we said, with all those records. But hey, it's week 10. Anything can happen.
You know it.
Okay, now let's go to Division 6, Chuck.
All right,
we know a little bit about what's going on here. We got Sonora, first in the region, unbeaten. They are hosting a playoff game no matter what happens against the Ayersville Pilots on Friday. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but Ayersville is sitting there 7th, currently control their own destiny. You're the defensive coordinator of that team. You obviously know a little bit about that. And you got Wayne Trace sitting 6th in that region. They play Antwerp. They're not going to get a lot of points. So maybe let's talk a little bit about Wayne Trace first, and then we'll jump into the Ayersville-Tenora game.
Yeah, sure. You're looking at Wayne Trace, and I think right now what's really hurt them is that one of their 2 losses comes out of conference. So that really is zapping their computer points right now. Whereas, once you get into conference play, that's all sort of equaling itself out between us and them and Tenora. But it's that out-of-conference schedule, that loss to Crestview, that's really hurting them, I think, right now.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Tenora and Ayersville, Chuck. Ayersville is at Tenora, the arch rivalry this week. Let's talk about that game. I mean, you're the defensive coordinator. How do you slow down that Tenora attack?
When we have our coaches meeting on Sunday, we spent, maybe 2 hours just talking about how do we want to try to slow down that Tenora offense. They're going to get their yards. Riley Nagle is just, he hits the hole so hard, so fast. He gets a lot of yards. And then, you look at like their tight end, Hunter Vogel. We really got to limit his touches when they're throwing him the football. He's their top target. So we spent a lot of time talking about it. Stopping him, probably not. Slowing him down, that's what we're hoping to do.
Well, let's flip it over, Chuck. Your offense against that Tenora defense. Do you guys need to control the football to limit them? I guess what's the approach?
Yeah, they're big up front. They're going to mash you up front, so we've got to be able to get positive plays. We can't get off schedule and take negative negative plays of getting 3rd and long, 2nd and longs, things like that. We need to stay on schedule and keep getting positive plays.
Well, obviously a win gets the Pilots into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sonora's going to host no matter what.
Yeah.
Can you guys get in with a loss?
Yeah, we can, but we've got to look at teams like Delphus Jefferson, Cary, Van Buren. If we lose, we got to be scoreboard watching when we're going home Friday night, going back across the river to see what those guys are doing. But we tell the kids, control your own destiny. There's nothing better than to say, hey, it's in our hands. What can we do about it?
Yeah. Well, obviously a big game. It'll be interesting to see how everything shakes out this week.
Oh yeah, and this is one of those games that it's everybody from the same town. You're going to see these guys that you're playing against Friday night. You're going to see them 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and you're still going to be talking about this game. Hey, remember back in 2014 when this happened or that happened? So tell the guys it's something you're going to live with the rest of your life, win or lose.
Well, let's take a short break right now, Chuck. We'll be right back.
Did you know that you can have complete access to stories, pictures, and the Crescent-News e-edition at Crescent-News.com for just $7 a month? Become an online subscriber to Crescent-News.com by calling me, Abby, at 419-784-5441, extension 233, or visiting the Crescent News online subscribe section on the top right-hand corner of our homepage. And remember, Crescent News print subscribers, you have complete access at Crescent-News.com for no additional charge.
Well, we are back, and as always, it's time to hand out some awards, Chuck.
Hey, let's do it.
Let's start with the Rose Insurance Collision of the Week, Chuck. What do they say about that?
They say, Tim, a rose by any other name would not be the Rose Insurance Collision of the Week.
Well, tell us what we got.
All right, this week we got, the big Tenora Wayne Trace game last week over there in Paulding County. We got Wayne Trace quarterback Tyler, the Showalter, gets flushed from the pocket. And then here comes Tenora linebacker Justin Flory and Riley Nago filling that alley. And the old Malachi crunch there, Timmy. They put the wood on him.
Wrapped him up in a sandwich.
Yeah. Sandwich.
Very good hit. That is your Rose Insurance Collision of the Week. All right, so on to the Staff Mark Play of the Week from that same game. Speaking of Riley Nagel, we've got him taking a handoff. Gets some blocking from Chris Swinhagen, TJ Garrison, the aforementioned Hunter Vogel.
Yes.
Cuts upfield, takes it to the house. Tenora was trailing 24-21 at that time. Early in the second half, they go on to take the lead and win that game 40-24, remain unbeaten and clinch a share of the GMC title.
Exactly. Nagel, he is deadly, man. The ball in his hands, he can take it to the house anytime.
That is your Staff Mark Play of the Week. Well, Chuck, it's time for Where's Ethan? Where's he going to be this week?
Man, I don't know, but I have a feeling he'll be in close proximity to me somewhere.
I think you're right, Chuck. He's going to be at that Ayersville-Tenora game. I mean, let's talk about the job he does.
Oh, man.
I mean, when he's not tired,
that's right.
He's getting touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's getting all sorts of plays. He is the man.
He's working hard, Prowling those sidelines is not easy. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, Tim.
Well, that's true, Chuck. That is very, very true. All right. So that's week 10. As always, follow us on Facebook on the Tim and Chuck Show. We are there. And go to www.crescent-news.com. Friday nights, scores, coverage from our sports department. And as always, we're on Twitter. Check us out there. Any last words, Chuck?
No, hey, Friday night football. This is what it's all about right here. Week 11's looming. Got to get after week 10, guys.
We'll be back for week 11, and these special playoff editions will start next week. We will see you then.